And of course, point goes the way of China. Wang Fan and Yu Yuan will have aspirations of going deep into this tournament. The top-ranked team from China. Their 4th time competing in Holland. Their 2nd time as a team after finishing 5th in The Hague last season. Well placed into the corner by Orsi Toth, and the Italians get on the board. Lovely, delicate touch from the number 2, Yu Yuan. Able to evade the blocker, find that space down the side. The Italians answer back with one of their own, so these two teams trading blows early on in the first set here. Big time block from Orsi Toth, rising high at the net. And Italy take the lead. China denied emphatically. Yu Yuan's spike just shut down. It will be incredibly exerting physically on these two teams in these conditions as China level us up at 3-3, especially the longer into the match we go, and if it goes to a deciding set, it's by far and away the hottest day at these World Championships so far, and this match coming right in the middle of the day with the sun dead centre in the sky above. And they find the back of the court with Menegatti. And heading into the first change of ends, it's Italy who have the slender advantage, 4-3. And the two sides looking fairly evenly matched in the early exchanges of this battle to become the top team in Pool L. And serve is wildly off the mark from Orsi Toth, so China level again. Well directed by Orsi Toth, makes amends for that misplaced serve on the previous play. Slicing it to the near side of the court, away from Wang at the net. There's the power from Wang. Well stopped here by the Italians, but then wide, and no, it found the line. Looked to be a little off the mark from my viewpoint, but let's see it here. The line judge better positioned than me said it caught the line. It's the first 2-point lead of the contest, 10 points in. Italy leads 6-4. Wang able to make sure that lead doesn't grow. The tallest player on court, Wang Fan, at 6'2" tall, 188 centimetres. Here she goes again, and finds the line down the middle. Did well to pick herself up and get the attack hit on the turn. Between the defence, perfect length as well. So back-to-back points for China for the first time. And they have an error on their serve as well, the same way the Italians failed to capitalise on their 2-point lead. And Italy back in front again, 7-6. Oh, lovely play from Wang, the little dink shot over the top of the blocker. And we are dead even at the second change of ends, 7-7. And all the early signs of this one are that it's a contest for top spot in Pool A, Pool L rather, that could go all the way. Toth over the top of Wang and finding the corner measured to perfection. Over the big frame of Wang Fan and right back into the corner. Just between the fingertips of Wang Fan, and just couldn't quite grow enough. That one off the mark from Wang. The Italian lead is 9-7 after back-to-back points. The first 3-point lead of this match goes to the Italians. Orsi Toth with a big spike, let out a huge scream as she understood the significance of winning that point. The first time there's been a bit of a gap between the two. Wang answers back emphatically. Ends that 3-point run for the Italians and gets China within 2. Off the fingertips of the blocker, and Italy back up by 3 again. Wang Fan not able to dominate at the net the way she usually likes to. The Italians so far either finding a way round her or through her. And that one found the line. Wang had to adjust very well to get the shot away. Beautifully placed. Really good defensive work from Menegatti, who then picks herself back up to finish. And the Italians have another 3-point advantage as we head into the technical timeout. Over the top of Wang again and beyond the reach of Yu. They're looking very good from the start, Menegatti and Orsi Toth. They have that 12-9 lead. They've had several 3-point advantages over their opponents now. It looks as though it could be a very close first set though here under the beating Rotterdam sun. Very hot on court right now indeed. Wang and Yu of China, who have yet to lose a set in the competition so far, back-to-back straight sets wins. Although they have been pushed ever so close in all 4 of those sets, 21-17, 21-19 the win over Holland, and 23-21, 21-16 the win over Argentina. Those two have lost a set. They had to win their opener in 3 sets against Argentina's Galay and Klug. You have the lead here in the shadow of the SS Rotterdam, and perhaps not enough of a shadow as far as the players on court are concerned. It's not reaching the court. There is no place to hide from the sun out here. Top of the net and lands in for Yuan. China get the first point off the technical timeout and get back within 2. Disappointment etched on the face of MenegattiOrsi Toth. That serve looks short all the way from Wang. The Italians allowed to build their lead to 3 again. Those service errors will be disappointing for these teams here when they do occur, because in these conditions you really want to make your opponents work for the points. You don't want to be handing them over. Good work from Yuan to win that one. And these two are exchanging points right now. The Italian lead from 3 to 2, back to 3, back to 2 again. The challenge for China is now back-to-back points. They are able to do that. The effort long from the Italians. So China closed the gap a little further. And now remain on serve with a chance to tie. You denied by Orsi Toth. And the Italians keeping the Chinese at bay. Big block from Orsi Toth. The Italians feeling confident. Playing in their 22nd FIVB World Tour event together, Menegatti and Orsi Toth. They've won 1 silver medal at the Sao Paulo Grand Slam last season, 1 bronze this season, and also managed to achieve 3 Final 4 finishes together. Their lead has been cut to 1. They are a team that look like they could do some damage here at these World Championships as the 13th seed. A young, very athletic team. Off the fingertips of the blocker Wang. Italy back up by 2. You saw just a few seconds ago the run of scoring. And there's been very few back-to-back points throughout the whole of this first set. Largest lead of the set so far has been 3 for the Italians. Beautifully spiked down. No chance for Italy there. And China back within 1. Tremendous power and precision. And then they get the ace as well, so China are able to tie things up here at 15 as we hit the final stretch of the first set. Now dead level. And we're going to have a timeout on court as well. China 15, Italy 15. The Italians have led by as many as 3 on several occasions, but the Chinese have reeled them back in. A really important conclusion to this second set now. The serve so powerful that time. The Italians couldn't prevent it from tying up the match for Wang and Yu. 15-15 it is in the first set between these two in Pool A of the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Championships. The winner of this will take top spot in that pool. Here's a look at the scoring. Again, very few back-to-back points, but China have won the last 2, had back-to-back points for the 11th and 12th not too long ago as well, and that's how they have steadily, slowly but surely closed that 3-point Italian gap. Plenty of power from Yuan, and the Chinese run continues. 3 straight points for them for the first time in the match, and from 2 down they lead. And a serve off the mark though, so the run quickly put to an end. We're level at 16. If you're new to the sport, first set to 21, second set also to 21, and then a third and deciding set, if necessary, is first to 15. And it's China who take the lead. They're finishing the first set the stronger of the 2. A bit of pressure now for the first time on the Italians. Yu blocked, but block out of bounds from Orsi Toth. And the Chinese charge continues, 3 points away from taking the first set. They lead 18-16. And they have put together the first significant run of this match. Another big block from Wang Fan. The Italians helpless in trying to prevent it, dropping down to the sand here. Wang Fan got up so well, got both hands to it. Neither Menegatti nor Orsi Toth could get there. Big pump of the fist from Wang Fan. China closing in on the first set. A very good serve as well from Wang Fan. Short and difficult to reach for her opposite number, Marta Menegatti. And now 4 set points. They have just grown in stature and in strength the longer this first set has gone on. Very good work from Wang. A little awkward looking at times, but forces it over, and the Italians couldn't deal with it, so the Chinese do take the first set very impressively in the end, 21-16, and they make it 5 sets from 5 so far at these FIVB Beach Volleyball World Championships, and heading towards the next set, hoping to secure their place at the top in Pool A.
那在这个赛季嘛，我也比较不要篮球女，非常的一个体系，然后作为一些有开发的一个关键的一个。
A first set in which the Italians led by as many as 3 at one point. We were level at 16-16, but the Chinese started to take over, went from strength to strength and ended up tying up the set in the end relatively comfortably. And let's see if their momentum continues into the second, or can the Italians turn it back in their favour. The Chinese start with the first point of the second set. A really significant challenge for Menegatti and Orsi Toth of Italy now to try and refocus, readjust. That one out of bounds, so back-to-back Chinese points to start the second set after that superb run at the end of the first. And the Italians just can't seem to get it together right now. Finally they do. A little dig shot over the top of the block. Great elevation over the top of Wang. And back-to-back Italian points. Orsi Toth taking advantage at the net of the set that was too close. Wang caught stranded in no man's land. Italy level the set up. And then take the lead. 3 straight Italian points to turn this set on its head. Finally that Chinese momentum shut down. The ace gets Italy in front. Very well placed by Yuan. And the defence had come close to the net. She found the space over the top. The power there from Menegatti, getting Italy in front of the first change of ends, 4-3. Second set now, of course, that they have to win if they want to finish top of Pool L. A reminder that both of these two are through to the round of 32. It's just about who finishes first and who finishes second in the group. Got it well, did Orsi Toth, but couldn't get the block down on the other side of the net, so China level us up at 4-4. The first set that was very close all the way to 16-16 before the Chinese pulled away, and now a second set that's looking close in the early exchanges too. Right back into the corner, down the line from Marta Menegatti, over the top of Wang again. And the serve lands in, it's another ace. For Italy, they have a 2-point advantage. Yuan letting it go. And the answer back comes from Yuan. Another one right back into the corner. China refusing to allow Italy to open up a 3-point gap as they did in the first set. Very well done from Victoria Orsi Toth as both of the Chinese moved across to the far side of the court. She tricked them. They thought it was going down the line. wide of the mark in the end. The two teams both having to work so hard, and so demoralising for the Italians to put all that effort in and get no reward. Made to scramble, made to work, made to sweat. China within one.
Een waarschuwing uitgedeeld aan Italië vanwege tijdrekken.
And the serve is long, so Italy continue just to hold China off for now. At the second change of ends, they lead 8-6. With China having taken the first set, Italy hoping to force a decider, which would be first to 15 points as the two sides go head-to-head for top spot in Pool L. Another ace for the Italians. Menegatti right down the centre, and the first 3-point advantage of this second set. Wang didn't deal with it, much to the delight of Orsi Toth. Remember, they had a 3-point advantage around about the same stage in the first set, didn't make the most of it. It's a 4-point advantage now, though. Italy going on a run, leading 10-6. And China forced to call timeout to try and stop the momentum. Wang and Yu having taken the first set with a really strong finish, 21-16. Now trail 10-6 in the second, and neither of these teams would have wanted this to go to 3 sets from the start given the conditions, but they certainly will now, having lost that first set. And the Chinese would want to get the job done in straight sets to have a bit more of a rest before the round of 32. Having to play a long, grueling match could harm their chances in the next round. Menegatti and Orsi Toth of Italy who are dealing with the heat a little better right now in this second set. And the officials just getting the service sorted out right now. There's a bit of a dispute with Menegatti waiting to take it, and they're going to have to sort this out now. Italy leading 10-6, and we've got an extended break after that timeout. What will that do to their momentum? Somehow kept up by Menegatti, but then long from Orsi Toth, who couldn't take advantage of the good work from her teammate. And China put an end to the run for now. Orsi Toth rising and powering it through the block of Wang Fan. Set up beautifully by Menegatti. Measured to perfection to the back of the court. Yu with the slight delicate touch over the top of the blocker Orsi Toth. Very coolly done.
En de bal prachtig met de knuckles over het net gespeeld. Wang serveert.
Good response from Italy to create that 4-point gap again. They're keeping the Chinese at arm's length for now. Fingertips on that from Wang Fan, but she just couldn't get high enough. And that one caught the line. There was an agonising look across by Marta Menegatti here, hoping it was travelling out. She left it, quite clearly caught the side of the blue. The Italians disappointed with that last point, but they still have a 3-point advantage heading into the technical timeout, leading 12-9. In a second set that they have to win if they want to finish top of pool out, having lost the first set 21-16. China looking for a way back into this set, hoping to build off the back of the timeout. You need every break you can get in these conditions to hydrate as much as possible. Plenty of people in the audience providing their own shade, but there's no shade out there on the court. And both teams being made to work incredibly hard indeed. There's every possibility that this one could go to a third and decisive set. We haven't had a 3-setter in these baking conditions yet today. Menegatti and Orsi Toth hoping to force one here. Not the restart that the Chinese wanted off the back of the technical timeout. Served straight into the net. Italy handed a point and have a 4-point advantage back. Just catches the line, largest lead of the match for the Italians. They're at 14-9 in this second set. So close, just caught the blue. Wang off the top of the net, but still in. And China end the run that Italy were putting together. It was the touch off the net that carried it over the top of Orsi Toth. Forced out wide there, Menegatti, but she dealt with it ever so well. Certainly wasn't the best touch to her from her teammate Orsi Toth. She's able to readjust and give Italy their 5-point advantage back. And 6 points away from taking this one to a decider. Well, the court left wide open, and the adjustment from Menegatti to find the space. It's beach volleyball's version of an open goal. Italy lead by 6, largest lead of the match. China ranks her back. Now can they put together a run to try and close this gap further? Wang and Yu, who've partnered since 2012, playing their 23rd World Tour event together, winning a couple of silvers and securing 4 Final Four finishes. 2 of those have come this season already. It's back-to-back points for them now. The difference between finishing top and second in the pool could be significantly huge. It may result in an easier round of 32 match. Although once you get to the next stage, they're all going to be a huge challenge. It's about heading there with momentum for these two. That one looked like it had too much power on it all the way, and a point presented to the Italians that gets them within 4 now. It's starting to look likely that this one will have to be settled in a decider. A point handed right back though by Menegatti. The Chinese serve long, the Italians serve short. The gap close to 4 again. The Chinese are running out of time to put together a run. The touch from Menegatti, and just a bit too much on it for the Chinese defense to deal with. Over the top of Wang, you just couldn't quite reach it. 3 away now, Italy. The Chinese will get one back with Yuan off the side of the block of Menegatti. They keep exchanging blows, exchanging points. The Chinese have to put together a run, though, at this stage now. Little room for error on Yuan's serve. And an error it is, long from her. Italy within touching distance of taking this one now to a deciding set, which will be first to 15. Off the mark, the placement from Yuan. Italy have more than enough set points surely now to force a decider here. 20-14, the Italians lead. It has been a promising effort from them so far this season. They've competed in 4 previous World Tour events, winning the bronze at the Moscow Grand Slam, finishing 5th in both Croatia and in St. Petersburg, and now they force a decider here in the World Championships as they look to take top spot in Pool L against the slightly higher seeded Chinese team of Wang, FanYue. It's Menegatti and Orsi Toth who take the second set. Take it 21-14 after a 21-16 first set in favour of the Chinese. We are going to a deciding set. So a grueling contest in the Rotterdam heat goes to a third and decisive set. We are level at 1 set apiece. Wang and Yu looking comfortable towards the end of the first. Menegatti and Orsi Toth looking comfortable towards the end of the second. This set to 15 to decide who finishes top of Pool L.
Reverse serve for Italy, Menegatti.
Wang, who had one from the same position, a little short towards the end of that second set, starting the same way in the decider. And certainly the Italians who have the momentum right now. And that one long as well, so back-to-back Italian points at the start of the decider, and of course playing only to 15 each and every point, a little more significant here. That one just in. Important point, you feel, for China to deny Italy going 3 up at the start of the decider. And that 21-14 second set defeat for Wang and Yu, the first set that they've lost at these World Championships. Oh, long touch from Orsi Toth to prod the ball, stab it to the back of the court and give Italy the 3-1 lead. Very well done. A delicate touch this time from Yuan. He tried to go across court a couple of occasions with no success before that. This time just dinked over the top of the blocker. China making it close. Now the joust to the net, and it's Wang who comes out on top, falling backwards with the second touch, unable to hit the ball over the top of the defence. They were stationed pretty close to the net. Oh, wonderfully placed that time from Menegatti. The Italians back in front 4-3. We're seeing two talented teams raising their games in this deciding set. Finishing top of the pool certainly means a lot. A little long from Wang. She put an awful lot into that play. And a couple of efforts from the net, a block in there as well. And then couldn't get the finish she wanted to the rally, and Italy up by 2 again for the 3rd time in this deciding set. Wang places it beautifully down the line and gets China back within 1. They just refuse to let the Italians get away. To the left side of the blocker and squeezed in. Finished the season last year with a silver medal at the Charman Open in China. Wang and Yu started this season with back-to-back Final Four finishes in Fuzhou and Moscow. They haven't been able to hit those heights since. 17th in Croatia and Norway. Most recently 9th in St. Petersburg in the United States. They're heading through to the round of 32 of the World Championships, along with Menegatti and Orsi Toth, but the next 10 points for either team will be critical in deciding who they face. block from Wang, and then a touch just carrying the ball over the top. And China able to get up 6-5. And the deeper we get into this deciding set, the more crucial each and every point becomes. The 2 touches there from the Italian. Found a way around Wang that time. Well directed to the side of the blocker from Menegatti. These two inseparable, over 12 points in the decider. Right back into the corner for Menegatti. She's almost looking too exhausted to celebrate that. The heat really having an impact the longer we get into this match. And the block at the net, the Italians starting to build up steam. Orsi Toth doing the damage this time. They lead by 2, 8-6 across the midway point of the decider. And Wang and Yu are going to call timeout to try and ensure that that Italian run doesn't continue. Looking pretty promising now for the Italians in their quest to finish top of the pool. They are 7 points away from doing so, making it 3 wins from 3. They've taken the last 3 points after 3 points in a row from China. It's been more of a set of runs this one than either of the first 2, and now it's up to China to try and go on a bit of a run themselves to turn it back in their favour. So hot for everybody inside this arena. And these breaks for the players absolutely crucial. The temperature over 30 degrees right now. And it's the first time in these conditions we've had a match go the distance. Wang, she's certainly not too exhausted to celebrate. Let out a huge cry, understanding how significant that point is for China. Trailing by 3 at this stage in the decider would have been a big deficit. They are back within 1. That's long from Orsi Toth. And China able to get back level, back-to-back points for them now, off that timeout. And this set of runs continues. Lovely touch over the top of Wang that time from Orsi Toth. Italy nudged themselves ahead. Really well elevated over the top of the blocker. And these two in Italian green have been a regular fixture together on the World Tour for a few years now. They do compete at the World Championships though for the first time and looking to go through from their pool as group winners. And China won't let them get away towards the latter stages of this decider. Just evading the leap of Menegatti at the net. A big denial from Wang. China edge themselves ahead now. did really well to get her arms across to the right. You can see what it means. They are desperate to finish top of the pool. And the Italians will call a timeout, with China retaking the lead in a back and forth decider. It's crunch time now, first to 15 in this deciding set. Italy have the lead 10-9. Or China rather, I beg your pardon, have the lead 10-9. Wang has been a key part of that, with those big blocks, those momentum building blocks as well, making it difficult for those two to find a way through. Several fans braving the heat here. It's only going to get hotter, we hear, tomorrow. We're seeing the conclusion of the pool matches before we have the round of 32, round of 16 and the quarter-finals at the 4 different host cities in Holland, and then we have the semi-finals and finals taking place in The Hague at these Beach Volleyball World Championships. It may just be about conditioning of the players, not just in this match, but as the tournament progresses and they continue to play day after day in these conditions. The Italians certainly very well conditioned and able to tie up this decider 10-10. They've already had to play 1 3-setter in the tournament. Not too many teams have played 2. And the Italians have turned the set around again. Yet another twist in this roller coaster ride of a deciding set. Slice of good fortune about it from Orsi Toth, but she had her body well positioned and the ball ricocheting into that open area of the court to give Italy an 11-10 lead. They were able to save it then, the Italians as well, but the Chinese had plenty of time and touches to set themselves. And after the Italians had put an awful lot in there, we are level at 11. First to 15, although it is win by 2 clear points. The serve lands in, the Italians let it go. China 3 points away. The ace gets them a little bit closer. Italy get level again though. And there's just no separating these two teams, so evenly matched. 2 wins from 2 for both so far. The 12th seeds from China, the 13th seeds from Italy. And we're 24 points into a deciding set and still they can't be separated. Italy then take the lead. Only 2 points away now, and this, you feel, is a huge point. If it goes the way of the Italians, they have 2 match points to try to finish top of the pool. Huge one for China. Over the top of Wang and in. And the Italians are within touching distance of 3 wins from 3 and taking the top spot in the pool. right back into the corner. They have raised their game towards the latter stage of this deciding set. And after losing the first set, so close now to coming from behind for the win. And it is the Italians who prevail. Wang fails with the spike at the net, and they take it in the decider 15-12. Big achievement for them to finish top of Pool L. Disappointment for Wang Fan and Yu Yuan. It is MenegattiOrsi and Orsi Toth of Italy who go through as the top seed from the pool. And particularly in the heat in the middle of the day here in Rotterdam, the burning and